Oppenheimer was something else. I can't even describe the cold emotions that you feel from this. Ooh, this is gonna be like an Oscar front runner for sure. But Oppenheimer basically is a biop, which if you don't know what a biop is, it's like a documentary made into like a fictional drama. So they kind of combine those both elements, so it's historical events but done in like a drama style. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be very, very hard for me to give negatives about this movie, but I will surely try. So first we have to describe a little bit more of it. So Oppenheimer was the inventor of the atomic bomb. You can split the plot of this movie into 3 parts, and every part of the 3 parts feels appropriately placed, feels like you get a lot out of it, and it feels very necessary to the film. Not one part is strong. Okay, maybe there's a little stronger than another from parts, but they feel like pretty equal in strength. Like, I wouldn't say the beginning is better or worse than the end or the middle. Like, they all feel interconnected. Maybe the end, I feel, maybe perhaps doesn't have the luster of the beginning and the middle in certain parts, but the end still is good. So it basically goes to this movie through its life before, when it happens, and after. And it all condenses to this 3-hour masterpiece that cannot be described beyond words. I watched it in IMAX, and oh, that even made it even better. Even though, since there's so much talking, you wonder how much it matters if it's the IMAX, those parts. Because the big kaboom, of course, it'll be amazing in IMAX. But the other parts, I mean, it's IMAX, so it's gonna be good, but it is necessary. People say it's a different experience in IMAX, but I agree partially. Now, every single character in Oppenheimer is like perfect. There is no character that I feel like is done poorly. There's a few scenes perhaps that we could have tweaked here and there, like maybe some of the more sexual scenes, but besides that I really couldn't tell you what I would change on this movie. Christopher Nolan really knows what he's doing, and I promise you this movie shows no exception. And the best part is, general audiences I feel like can enjoy it as well. Critique like a movie critic's masterpiece, but a general audience member could also go that doesn't really need to be like super artsy and still enjoy the movie. So now, after all those things, we have to go to a couple negatives. I really struggle. Honestly, I guess a negative is some parts it's slow. I suppose that is a negative. There are some parts, like I'd say an hour and a half in, but the fact that it took like an hour and a half to even get to a part that I felt slow, I think. I'm estimating. Don't come for me. It was the first time I was kind of just like they need to pick it up, but then they did. So the plot moves through in a good pace. They have great structure, keeps you engaged the entire time. They have great supporting cast. I don't know why, but like for some reason, every scene with Einstein I just felt like was naturally like better. And she just uplifted the film. He's not even like a character that is featured too much, but for some reason it's just every time in the scene you just have a smile on my face. Yes, I can compliment like Robert Downey Jr.'s performance. Yes, of course, Cillian Murphy is just like perfect for the role. He did it perfectly. But like, those are obvious. We need to look at the little more smaller details that you might not notice. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when they did the big boom, I thought it was very interesting how they did it. They didn't use any CGI, so I had to commend them for that. I just think the way they did it was interesting. It's so hard to explain. I don't want to really spoil it, but if you watch it, you'll understand what I mean. If I had to give this a rating, I really, really struggle to give movies 10s out of 10s because there's always something you can fix. But then I realized a 10 out of 10 doesn't mean perfect. If I get 100% on a test, but maybe I got a question, the way that I got the answer was wrong, but I got the correct answer, it's still 100%. So that's how I'm gonna treat it with this movie. I don't want to say a light 10 because I feel like that's stupid. Let's just give it a 10 because it is... What's wrong with it? Tell me in the comment. And besides slow, because if you say slow, like, you don't understand the point of the movie. Like, they could have been longer. It could have been 2 hours longer. So they made it fast. I promise. It felt engaging. Like, I went with a couple people that normally aren't really good with those artsy, slow films. And they felt like it was more engaging than an artsy slow film. So that's really good. So if it's not a 10, you know, just let me know in the comments why. And perhaps maybe you have some good points, and maybe I'll have to dock it to a 9. Boo. Oh no, a 9. But for now, we're going to keep it at a 10 because I just feel like, you know, this is the first 10 of the channel. The first 10 of the channel. So if you want to watch, you know, you were in the Barbenheimer hype. I also made a review on the Barbie movie. And you go check it out here. And it was actually also surprisingly good. Even though this one, I didn't really know how much I expected it coming in because, honestly, the biops is a strong genre, but it kind of depends on the director. When Christopher Nolan said he was directing it, yeah, I knew it was gonna be at least pretty solid. So check out the Barbie movie. You know, Greta Gerwig is amazing as well. So until the next one.